Welcome back to Fast Track. I'm Paul Sliker.
And I'm Sarah Cometa with more national and community news.
The Purdue Fellowship of Christian Athletes recently held another fundraiser teaming up with Arnie's in order to raise funds to send students to Haiti. The students who will go to Haiti will help rebuild homes for those who have lost theirs. Nadine has the story.
In an attempt to raise funds for Haiti, members of the Purdue Fellowship of Christian Athletes teamed up with Arnie's on Monday. 20% of the proceeds and the money raised from donations is going towards sending Purdue athletes to the nation that has been torn apart by the earthquake.
Well, I've been going down to Haiti for the last 16 years with groups of students from Purdue University. We've been involved at a place called Double Harvest in Haiti, and we have been mainly doing work projects, building projects. We have built buildings, we put roofs on houses, we built sidewalks, a lot of cement work. And we put in the basketball court at Double Harvest for their school, and which we called Katie Court 2. And we have just been doing that consistently over the years. Now, the last 3 years, we've been taking down athletic teams, groups with us, not just regular students, but athletic student athletes. And this coming year, we have a group of 24 athletes going down. And we had this plan for a year, even before the earthquake, to build homes. And now more than ever is this going to be needed. For example, in the village right behind Double Harvest, almost every home has fallen down or been damaged in some way, shape, or form. And so we'll be building homes back in that area.
Just when we thought the snow was over for this year, it started again. Shadia Sanders will tell us if there's another snowpocalypse coming to the East Coast.
Good day, everyone. Shadia Sanders here with your National Outlook. We're going to take a look at the snowcane that's coming out for the East Coast, and then we're going to talk about the Olympic rains that are going out in the West. Now, in terms of that snowcane, we've got a low pressure system coming up from the Atlantic, moving northward and then westward into the United States. And on the eastern shore, you're going to have some serious rain, very heavy rainfall. And then as it moves closer into the continent, into the United States, we're going to have very heavy snow. Now, in terms of accumulation, we're going to have up to 15 to 16 inches out in New York and Pennsylvania, and then it diminishes farther out from that area, that centralized area. Now, they're calling this a snowcane because of the high winds that are along with it. And if we look out into that New England area, we've got wind gusts above 40 miles an hour. So those are very strong winds. So they're going to be having a lot of serious issues, power outages, travel delays, and things of that nature. And those wind gusts persist out farther into the United States, farther out west, hitting into Ohio and the Indiana area. If we look out west, they've got some similar wind gust issues, so very high winds for Friday. As we take a look at our weekend watch, you can see that low pressure system developing out on the shore. It's just rain, but then as we move into the United States, into the states, we're going to have a lot of snow. Now, out in the West Coast, we just have rain with that low pressure system. It's a little bit warmer, so we're going to have to watch out for the Olympics and those outdoor sports, seeing how much rain they're going to be getting. Now, those winds persist throughout the weekend, and then for Sunday, winds diminish a little bit, so you're going to have a little bit lower out in the East Coast, and it's not going to be quite as bad, but that low pressure system is still in that area. You're going to have some snow persisting throughout the weekend, and then out in the West Coast, those low pressure systems continue. We look at our water vapor, you can see it starts to circulate, and that low pressure system develops and gets a little bit stronger. Same thing out in the East Coast. Now we talk about the West, you can see that those rains persist Friday through Saturday and through Sunday. So we'll watch out for that for the Olympics, but that's all for your National Outlook. Back to the studio.
When is a headache just a headache, and when is it something to be alarmed about? Joey Beard has some answers from a brain expert in today's Health Minute.
It's a common ailment, a great annoyance, even a famed excuse for avoiding intimacy. It's literally a pain in the neck.
There are dozens and dozens of things that cause headaches, and it is probably among the most common reasons that doctors see patients.
But a simple headache in rare cases could be a sign of something more sinister.
The overwhelming majority of patients with bad headaches do not have a brain tumor, an aneurysm, brain abscess. Statistically, they most likely have tension headache, migraine, sinusitis. So physicians and patients need to look for warning signs that are associated with headaches that might make them more concerning.
For example, the thunderclap headache, it's associated with a ruptured brain aneurysm.
It is typically the sudden onset of the worst headache of your life.
And there's other concerning symptoms.
Double vision, blurred vision, difficulty talking, weakness or numbness on one side of the body.
As a rule, if you're concerned, bring your pain in the neck to a doctor. For today's Health Minute, I'm Joey Beard.
When we come back, we have footage from the men's and women's basketball game this week.
And Robbie and Caitlin have our weekly sports roundup. Stay with us.
Need help with that essay or resume? Then head over to the Purdue Writing Lab. They can help you with everything from properly citing your sources to grammar and spelling. On Monday nights from 7 to 10, get help at Hicks Library. And on Wednesday nights at Meredith Hall from 7 to 10. Monday through Friday, you can visit Hevlon throughout the day. Remember, you can always get help 24/7 with just about anything you can put on paper online with Al.